Hey man, how are you? I'm good. How are you, Gothic? I'm alright, just chilling in bed. That's good. That's good. Oh, I finished the first page. Let me show. Yeah, so that's the first page. And now I have to do the second page. Most of it's, I guess, done, but I want to edit some things, I guess. Hey, Nameless, how you doing? Going alright? Just relaxing for before bed. That's good. That's good. I'm just brushing up on the line work for this because I drew this before I made my uh, new set of brushes, and so it doesn't have the same quality as The following page. Can't fix all of it, but I can at least fix parts of it. I think I'm gonna try out got an improv trope local to me. Try out got an improv. Is that music stuff or hold on, let me band a group of, yo, okay. Um oh, improv comedy. What is it like stand up stuff um or or like acting, I guess. I don't know. Lotus, hey, how you doing? What is stream this wonderful evening? More like whose line is it? Oh yeah, yeah. I think you might have been the one who told me about it a while back actually. But yeah, I do know what that is. But this time the points matter? Points always matter. Oh yeah, so this was the last page. I guess I'm gonna be showing it off for a few people because I actually like that the aesthetic is working out the way I want it to. I just need to get the quality basically in the same way throughout the rest of the pages. So this is the onomatopoeia thing that I was having trouble with, where you do the sound effects on graphic novels and comics. I never really feel like they looked as cool as manga, like the Japanese ones. They have like because of the way that characters work. Um, I feel like they have an advantage, a language advantage with doing sound effects. Like each character of katakana has like a consonant and a vowel, so you can kind of make sound effects with them and then use them in like a very graphic design format. I think if you read a lot of manga, you pretty much know what I'm talking about without me having to show it. But let me see if I can grab an example of what I mean. Master drive. Okay, there we are. I just need to connect to my laptop. Language difference. Yeah, like they have their characters and everything that they can just kind of use in a different. I feel like a more design friendly way than the English language can. But I don't want to use their characters because it feels too weeb. It feels too weebish. It's not like all of their manga does it either. Like, um, a lot of manga doesn't even bother with it. Like, I don't know if Berserk really does it a lot, but here's an example of initial D. So, without even knowing Japanese, whenever I used to read manga, I just kind of imagine the sound effects. Like it feels like these thingies, they acted more of a way of communicating volume to me of the sound effects because I don't know what they're symbolizing, of course, right? They have kanji as well. They'll let some convey locations and stuff like that on their own. Yep. I don't know if Berserk had any. I actually can't remember. The art examples that I have don't show any, but they could be cleaned up artwork. Yeah, they probably are. Or like maybe on like really big meaningful panels, he doesn't do the sound effects. Oh, never mind. Here we got some here. So I guess it may well depend. That one has one. Cool. I like the way they actually did this. So if it's blocking out too large of an area where like the details are gonna be um blocked out, you just draw it instead of letting it block out the area. That's actually a good idea. If I saw that panel before I did this one, maybe I would have done that. But what I did here was because the onomatopoeia would have blocked out like massive parts of the tree and the branches. I just kind of erased over those areas so that it feels like the letters are kind of like slithering, I guess, through the trees, kind of like wind. So that works too. I think maybe in this instance it works better than if I were to have done this. But this idea I'll keep in mind. Do you like any of the Berserk animes? I don't remember anything like particular about them. I think like maybe soundtrack because everyone knows about the theme, the guts theme. um, I guess it's just it doesn't feel like it's been done justice, at least not yet. But I I think they're okay. It needs to be done justice though, or at least the ones I watched is okay. I think I didn't watch the recent ones. There's like a 3D-ish one, and I didn't. I don't like 3D, so I didn't watch that one. But there's an old 2D one, which is okay. This is a really busy double page. But yeah, for some examples of other artists to use it in a more graphic way, there's a what's her name? I can't remember her name, but she made Witch Hat Atelier, and that's one of the most graphically. That's one of the best graphically designed manga. Is the button thing you have on the top left new? Yeah, it's a couple streams. Like whenever I press a button, or like any combination of keys, it'll show up on the side to kind of show what my shortcuts and stuff are. I think it's probably less useful for people and more of a visual effect thing, but it's there. Where is this example that I'm trying to find? Oh, here we go. That's a cool panel design. But there's a onomatopoeia shot that was cool. Where is it? Is it this one? No. Oh wait, here it is. Yeah, yeah. I thought this was cool. The way it's like behind the character. There's English here too, though. So I don't know. Yeah. So the thing is that like if they were to have edited it, this out of the graphic composition, it might have taken away. So I guess they kept it in despite it being a Japanese symbol. Oh wait, let me get this moved here. But yeah, this is the first page. This, yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna go back and change it because it's effectively it's my officially first finished page, and I just need to start doing the other ones. Whatever the old brush here was, it didn't allow me to break lines in the same way that I can do in my with my new brush. So it's kind of that's part of why it looks kind of too digital, I guess. The old drawing. By the way, the calculation for the first page, for like time, is something like it's difficult to know exactly how long. The program tracks it in two ways. One for how many like brush strokes that you've made. It tracks like the brush strokes and the undos as well. So the record footage basically has it at something like actually I can check right now. Oh yeah, 18 has it at around 18 hours. And then like the actual program, it tracks like open like how long the file was opened and how much activity you have on it or something. Don't know exactly how they both kind of have different numbers because that one clocked in at 15 hours. So I'm obviously taking, in my opinion, way too long for now, at least, on pages. Or on that page, which was the first page. We'll see how it goes with the other ones. If I speed up or if I uh if I'm having trouble with like specific things. too much light on it, so let's mute the light a bit. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see on the side here if I can find a little story to listen to. Oh, cool. Yeah, I found something immediately. You guys are not going to be able to hear it on stream though. I'll just let the music play. I need to check something. What is this brush here? Hmm. Yeah, I think it's better than before by by quite a bit. Well, it's not exactly. It's good enough. I was gonna draw a character from the next panel behind him, but I don't need to. It's not that important. What the heck is going on? Oh, I can faintly hear speaking in the back. Okay, that's because I'm watching something. Yeah, and on YouTube you would definitely probably hear that because there's no music. I'm watching Creepcast. Yeah. I wonder why you can hear that but not the music, because the music is playing from my speakers. I think it's quiet though, so I don't know. Maybe there's a threshold that gets picked up by the mic. Um, Glamming up all previous pounds, yeah. So you saw how the other one was. I'll show you it again, just because I'm happy with it. So the onomatopoeia, because it's an English character, so I pretty much already explained that. There's limitations right now, at least for me, about how I can use it in a graphic way. I did try to do what I could. I get it to move like the wind, break up at towards the end here, and the leaves are flying all over the place. They're gonna be in front of it, and it's gonna kind of snake through the trees because it's like the sound of the wind. So I did what I could with that, and then this is just like the vehicle. I'll look at a couple things to like get more ideas, but um, that's the first page. It also has big clues on the first page. I'm not gonna point at where it is, but big clues on the first page about, I guess, like what they'll do or what's going on, or what they're gonna end up having to deal with, I guess. But I'm not gonna say. I'll assume the license plate had nothing to do with it. Oh, Story yet to be seen, yet the art is already fine. Thank you. Yeah, I'll try to keep it as good as I can. But I'll also try to figure out what I can kind of pull back on just so I can speed up because I am way too slow. Like for example, this page, there's supposed to be a hint of the characters in the back behind him here, but I figure it's not really that important. You'll see them in the next panel. So I decided against having to draw that. There's a common phenomenon of higher quality introduction panels slash minutes of visual media. Yeah, especially like when you're first introducing characters, you kind of want them to be fleshed out and with all the details, I guess. In this case, it's not. I wasn't able to do that because I actually drew them better in the following panels. It's mostly due to the brush that I'm using though, so um, we'll see how it goes. Something that annoys me with graphic novels, comics especially, because they do this more than manga. The cover art is usually like fire, and then the interiors are like substantially lower quality. Like I'm sure there's a balance that can be had, but that's something that has always annoyed me with comics. Or like also when they I guess sometimes they do this thing where they hire a different artist than the interior artist to do the cover and it's not even like the same art style. I know that sometimes it can be interesting or cool, but I just feel like it should reflect the content better. Agreed? Yeah. I know some people don't mind it though, but for me, I just prefer it to be consistent. I think out of between those two, like the if the if the cover art is at least the same artist as the interior art, I guess I could give it a pass. But when they do it with like a different artist and then they have like various releases of the same book, that's just kind of scummy. Or not scummy, I shouldn't say that. I don't know, it doesn't rub me the right way. On this topic, my novel purposefully uses different styles between cover and character art. Your cover is like painter quality, right? But it's also not a visual medium. Yeah, so it's fine like that because you have like um, the cover, which is like very painterly. Then you have the character art, which is probably from like a character artist. Assuming that they're kind of like expression sheets, outfit sheets, or something like that, or design sheets, I guess, for the character art. But yeah, as you said, it's more of a literary product than a visual. I don't know if I can find a proper artist for the character art, sadly. So once the book's finished, I'll draw it on myself. That's the way to go. It's considered, I guess, by old heads to be, well, Western old heads to be I don't know what they would say. I consider it lazy, but I guess maybe they would consider it inefficient because they have like a pipeline of pencil lines, uh, shading color, and lettering and stuff. They have like a guy for each piece. I remember like sometimes I used to just argue with people, and I'm just like, wow, you need like 50 people to make a book. A Japanese manga could do it on their own. Do it on their own. But obviously, we know that they have a couple assistants and stuff to work with them. But um, I always like it when like there's one person that tanks everything, and I want to be like that. So there are no pictures. How am I supposed to read? I don't know how to draw. I just want to dump money on someone to save time, but it take me months to find human artists on the right style. Yeah. Somehow it's less effort to learn to do it myself. I think it's not only easier to do it like that, but as someone who like at one point was looking for artists, but it's also way more fulfilling and authentic because like every piece of it or more pieces of it are coming from you, and it's like going to translate from your vision uh, at a more accurate, genuine level than it would if someone was interpreting your ideas and producing uh, it through their lens, I guess, which might have its own value if you found like a really good match. But I think it's cooler for creators to just do everything themselves, especially with like the tool sets we have nowadays. For some reason, the tools have made things easier and easier and easier, but we've been producing less and less and less. Um, I don't know if that's necessarily the tools, or I don't know if that's necessarily like an issue of things being done already, and then no one really has the motivation to do it again, or if it's like something else. I don't know. I make a metric ton of mood boards to guide the process. It all comes down to capability and accuracy. Isn't too much of an issue. It comes down to capability and accuracy isn't too much of an issue. Accuracy of the vision. That's good. I've worked with people who are less involved in the process, and for me, I feel adrift when I have to do something and I don't have them kind of directing me. When I was doing like art stuff for people, there used to be posts that I would see of artists getting. It didn't make sense to me because you're getting paid by someone to do it, so they should tell you exactly what they want. But there used to be people who were trying to kind of feel justified in being upset about people who commission them, uh, kind of like telling them exactly what they want and not giving them creative freedom, I guess. Showed my cover art, the logo I was going to use. He hated it, so I went and made a new one. Yeah, at least tell you why. Yeah, there's a discussion about it. Yeah, well, it's good to have someone who's going to give you feedback, honest feedback, useful feedback. Okay, I was trying to do a shiny thing here, but I need to actually go on a light layer to do this. I guess I can use this. Point is, dumping money on someone just to sit on your own hands is like shaking up a mystery box. Yeah, playing gotcha. What's going on here? Okay, wow. Okay, wow. I don't know what's going on here. Keeps putting me on the wrong layer. But since it did that, I'll just use this because I want to just be consistent, I guess. Let me see what if I can like cheat. What if I No, never mind. That's stupid. I was thinking of somehow taking the window screen from this and pasting it over top of them and then like uh basically fading the parts that I need to make them more visible. And there's a couple layers that I would have to copy paste and then resize, so it doesn't really make sense. I can just uh, do it much easier, I think, by just throwing a screen over top of it. What is this? What the fuck, man? What even is that? Oh, okay. I'll merge it then. Did you get all your comms done and are focusing on this project completely right now? Yeah. Well, there are. There's one comm that I'm talking with someone about doing right now, and then there's a second comm that it's not urgent. Um, I could probably I could probably proceed with it and then get a little payout there, but I'm gonna check for some more. Probably in a week or two, I'll probably start fishing again. Yeah, so like I'll probably do some at least. Don't want to just completely not do anything uh in terms of comms because I took a while to set all that stuff up. I don't want to just not do it anymore, right? So it'll give me some variety. I'm gonna take this layer, double it up. Uh, where did it go? Oh, it went out here. Okay, there's a faster way to do this. I know there is. Whenever you hear the word faster, I imagine uh one F scene of the guy yelling faster, faster. What? Which scene? Also, hello, Instro. What was I doing? Oh, okay. So, I have to turn this off. Go back here, make a selection of the metal bar parts. And let's go back here. Okay. Turn it back on. Delete those sections. Now I have the window. I can apply that to this layer, create a new uh, mask, turn back everything on. And now I can use this tool. I need a bigger tool. The problem when I'm using the big ones is that it causes a lot of lag. Yeah, so this is helping, making it more atmospheric, I guess. See how it looked like without it? Yeah, definitely needed that. I do need to make it more darker at the edges to indicate, like, you know that sun. Uh, it's like at the edges of, or at the upper area of windscreens. It's like to block out the sun and stuff. Need to add that part. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, I guess I'll ignore this. And I'll just window tinting thing or some other film. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. It's the top. You know what I'm talking about. We just don't know the word, but that's the thing. Oopsie daisy. Alright, I guess I'll do another selection. No, 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 no. I could do this faster. I can do it like this. Alright, so with that being here, I think I can probably use like a blur filter to fix that up. Yeah, there we go. Double it. Nice. Hold. I'm just doing this line stuff here to kind of indicate the trees outside. Let's just see if that works or not. It's kind of like experimental. I need to blow my nose. Hold on. I'm gonna do it right after this section. like this Metallica song. You getting a cold or allergies? I don't actually know. I know my dad came home like a week or two ago with something. So maybe I got whatever he has. Probably not as bad though because he took like a week off work. I'm not allergic to anything as far as I know, but who knows? Ah, his face is too clean. It bothers me. Maybe this is weird actually. This part here. With Metallica, I don't know if there's any other Metallica listeners, fans or whatever. It's called. But I remember like finding Metallica, and then I listened to the hell out. I listened the hell out of it, basically, to the point where I didn't like it anymore. And then I mean like a lot. I mean like every day for like a year or two, and then I obviously came back years later. But I don't know what that like what phenomenon that would be called. I guess it's similar to like eating something too much and then you end up not liking it, but then you miss it later in life. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, that's okay this year. I mean, it's kind of harsh. So I'll use a fade layer just to knock it back a bit. Closest thing I would think of is like a burnout. Yeah, that's like a working. Isn't burnout like you work too much and then you can't do the same job, or not necessarily do the same job, but like you depleted your stamina. That's just overexposure. Something more like overexposure, I guess. Yeah. We've been getting into it when you were early high school. Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to think of music phases. No, actually, early high school was more like the punk stuff, punk rock, um, screamo, emo shit, and then um, late high school, college was probably more like hard rock slash classic rock. I used to listen to like Black Sabbath and Deep Purple, which is two Ozzy Osbourne bands that are, I guess, considered old now. Um, Great music talent back in those days, man. Uh, and then I really started to branch out after that into just basically any genre. Right out is loss of inspiration, bringing on sense of loathing and fatigue. I think I've never experienced that necessarily. I feel like it's almost the opposite. Wait, let me go blow my nose. It's getting hard to talk. What were we talking about? Burnout. Oh yeah, burnout. Yeah, I haven't had burnout, at least not to that degree. I was also confused about what art block was. I'm still kind of confused sometimes because I don't think I necessarily have that either. I think I've always liked the same music. What genre or genres? Because for me, like different music invoke like different emotions and moods and stuff. So like I could use it as a catalyst when I'm writing to capture emotions, moods, stuff like that about what a character might be feeling or what a particular scene needs to feel like. So I use like make sure I use the right words and pacing and stuff like that. That's what music does for me. So that's why I have, I guess, very broad taste in genres because there's a lot of utility for me that way. I think Lotus hinted at that they're also that way. Okay, now we're getting uh too much texture. I need to get a different fade tool. Mm, this one. No, 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 no. That's too much, too much, too much. Okay, need to start all over. Okay, that was just pure lag. um, I need to use a different tool, I guess, for this. Probably the diffusion tool. Yeah. Alright, so diffusion, and I have to go in specifically to the areas that I want to affect. Alright, let's try this out. Because the shadows, they can't be too defined. Shadows that are cast like this can't have like really sharp edges and stuff because it's the light source is too far away and it's going through glass and it's being diffused, etc., etc. So I need to knock it down a bit. Marches and classical? Marches? Is marches a band or is it a genre? Uh, or do you mean like military? Um, what's it called? Not necessarily military, I guess, but like I don't know what the genre would be called, but like the same thing as like sea shanties, something like that. I don't know. Parade marches, military marches, things. Okay, yeah, I think I was getting the idea. I think the only well, I probably have a few. Like I have a Soviet playlist, and I have a German military playlist. I think there's it's a mix though, so it's not the pure uh paramilitary, not paramilitary, paratrooper chant or whatever that they do. Neue Deutsche Welle. Uh, Probably have a few other ones too, because there's a bunch of like I have to put the playlist together, but there's like a couple uh army media stuff. Yeah, like 10,000 songs, and they're not sorted into playlists, most of it. Okay, so this area here, I need to affect it with better shading because it's not making a distinguish, uh, or it's difficult to distinguish between his arm behind the wheel here and the metal part of the wheel. At least for me, because I got confused when I looked at it just now. So okay, I don't think I can go too dark here, but I can go lighter here. So I guess I will go here. A little bit more shading. Okay, yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get there. I should probably check the time. 1 second. Oh, not even 2 hours. Cool. Let's ban this guy. Alright, so it's almost 2 hours. I guess I will consider that this is gonna be what we are gonna do on stream. I'm obviously gonna go back to it. Um, I have a list of things beside me that I need to do on it. I'm just gonna quickly look at it because I've done some of it, so I can cross that off the list. Laura was supposed to be behind Alex, but I decided against that, so I'll cross that out. Blowing leaves didn't get to that. Mirror dirt, that's the panel up there. Panel 1, no, I didn't do that yet. Window texture, I feel like I need to do a little bit more. I need to do like the shine on the left side of the mirror, like you know where the light gets reflected. So I'm not gonna consider that to be done yet. There's vehicle details, yeah, wipers, vents, and stuff like that. Didn't do that. I want to add some dashboard litter. Maybe I'll do the fuzzy dice thing if I feel like it. I don't really think it's necessary though. Sam's map label as Kansas. Yeah, I do need to add that in. So those are the details there. As for the first page, I did put Kansas on the uh what's this thing called again? License plate. And yeah, this is a clue. But I could say what it means now, but I don't know, I guess it's up to the people watching for that. But I think like in hindsight, if this story was read and someone was to reread it, they would just pick up on it right away. So I'm not necessarily gonna do that. Something that I want to do, which will probably be, I guess, unfortunate for people watching the stream. I'm going to be trying to engineer certain panels with the creature in question, the monster, just kind of hiding out or just like lurking. But I want to make sure that it's designed as like an inverse to how the pages are designed to lead the eye through the page. So like for example, I've already explained that this page basically goes with the flow of the branches and the leaves this way, because we have our onomatopoeia thingy here with the we follow it down the trail where the leaves are to the vehicle, and then out the page this way. It would be better if it was out the page the other way. So I don't know if I want to flip this page. Ah, I can't because I already did the onomatopoeia. So that would be considered a mistake. It is what it is. Because it should be going out this way. Since this page is, as you can see here, gonna be like that, right? But yeah, with that understanding of how the page elements on the page lead the viewer's eye through it. Where the viewer is not looking or would not be paying attention to, I want to hide things that are clues and stuff like that. So for example, somewhere in here I would draw like a vague figure or something if I were to do it. Or like a corner of a page somewhere that is not really, things are not really noticeable. Or like vaguely noticeable. Very difficult to notice. Something that I'll have to think about quite a bit though. Reflections is another one. Like something weird in a reflection that a character is not really paying attention to. Like one of the characters is going to be taking a lot of pictures, so I could have that. I could play with that there. A character does have glasses, eyeglasses, so I could play with that there as well. How would that be displeasing us as viewers or inconveniencing? Because now if you watch me put it together, then when you read the comic, you'll already know it's there. So I guess, I don't know if displeasing was the right word, but it's a spoiler, I guess. Yeah, so it's just like everything else, where like the secret is kind of gone. Do you want me to explain this to you? The clue, which was the license plate, as you um oh, the ad break is on. I don't know if you are in it or not. I think you're not. It's like there's a sub thing, right? So but you knew it was the, I can figure it out. See, even the Latin there, and the ET yada yada. Yeah. So yeah. Ad Astra per Aspera is. I don't think it would have been Kansas slogan at the time, but I'm just not worrying about that. I think I'm gonna have the creature be of alien origin. Um, and 01679 is a number that was sent out in some space satellite thingy they sent out. I can't remember what it was, but it contains like information about our species. Um, and I guess they're hoping that some aliens find it or something. But yeah, I guess it's just a nod to that, and a clue that we're gonna be dealing with this alien creature, or that it's an alien of alien origin. I need to figure out a couple other pieces of information to deepen some lore stuff. Like maybe I'll use the hunter's logbook or something. Because I want this creature to be something that's been around for a while. And it's just been in the Americas, in the Midwest. There's a lot of weird stuff that you can actually read about, even today, about the American Midwest. National park stories and stuff like that. Outside of like the Bigfoot stuff, I guess that's the more popular or well known. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be today's stream. If anything, you could just put a filter on stream that blurs it by like 50%. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I want to do a thing where it's kind of like, did you watch Insidious? I'll ask before I explain this because it's technically a spoiler. Have not seen it? Okay, well I won't say anything then. You should see Insidious. I like it. Has really good aesthetic. I don't remember when it was made. There's just so many of them? Oh yeah. So like the first one is all you need to watch. The other ones are they're all right, I guess, but you only need to watch the first one. Sinister, I would recommend just watching the first one. Um, the second one is okay, but the first one is all you need to watch for that one as well. If you're watching it, because I guess they're not for everyone. But yeah, I'll end stream now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys when I see you. I keep saying on every stream, oh, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do this tomorrow, and then it may or may not happen. So yeah, we'll see what we do next time, or when we do next time. See ya. I'm gonna close down the Twitch stream. Goodbye. And see ya, Clemacoy. Have a good night. Good night.